Hey Dolphins fans! Before we dive into today's big news, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on the latest updates. Trust me, you'll want to stay in the loop as we get closer to the 2024 season. So, let's get right to it. Mike McDaniel is staying in South Florida for the long haul. ESPN's Jeff Darlington reported that McDaniel just signed a new contract that keeps him as the Dolphins head coach through 2028. That's right, Dolphins fans, McDaniel isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Now, let's talk about why this is such a big deal. McDaniel, who is only 41 years old, has already made a significant impact on this team. In his first 2 seasons, he led the Dolphins to a solid 20-14 record and secured back-to-back postseason appearances. This is the first time the Dolphins have made back-to-back playoff runs in 23 years. That's no small feat, especially considering where the team was just a few seasons ago. Last season, Miami's offense was absolutely on fire, finishing first in yards and second in points. Compare that to 2022, when they were 6th in yards and 11th in points, and you can really see the progression. McDaniel's influence, especially his offensive mind, has taken this team to the next level. Sure, we didn't have the playoff success we all wanted, but the foundation is being built brick by brick. Before taking over the Dolphins, McDaniel was with the San Francisco 49ers under Kyle Shanahan. He was the running game coordinator from 2017 to 2020 and was promoted to offensive coordinator in 2021. His experience developing dynamic offenses is something we've seen play out in Miami, and it's exciting to think about where he can take this team in the years to come. Now, Dolphins fans, how are you feeling about the direction of the team as we approach the regular season? Are you confident in what McDaniel is building here in Miami? Okay, let's talk about why we should be excited and optimistic about the upcoming season. There's been a lot of changes this offseason, and while some may be nervous, I'm here to tell you there's a lot to be excited about. Let's break it down. First, let's talk about our guy, Tua Tagovailoa. This season is going to be huge for him. We all know that the Dolphins' success depends on Tua staying healthy and leading this team. There's no doubt about it, when Tua is on the field, this offense is electric. Last year, he led the league in passing yards, showing everyone that he is what it takes. And guess what? He's only getting better. Tua's quick release has become one of his most valuable weapons, keeping him off the ground and giving defenses nightmares. But it's more than just his stats. Under head coach Mike McDaniel, Tua has really come into his own. The connection between these two is clear, and it's driving this team forward. Remember all that talk about Tua not being a leader? His teammates completely shut that down. They've rallied around him, and that support will be crucial as he steps up to carry the team's weight, especially with this new contract in hand. Tua has talent, and this year, he's ready to prove it once again. Now, let's shift gears to the defense. The Dolphins' defense should look completely different this season under new coordinator Anthony Weaver. We're talking about a defense that's getting back to the basics, physicality, intensity, and making every play count. This is a big change from what we saw last year under Vic Fangio. Fangio's system had its moments, but it never quite clicked for our guys. Weaver's bringing a whole new energy, and if he can channel some of that Baltimore Ravens toughness into our team, we could see a defense that dominates games instead of just reacting. Dolphins fans, imagine a defense that doesn't just bend, but breaks the will of opposing offenses. That's what we could be seeing, and it's something to be excited about. If Weaver can get this group firing on all cylinders, the Dolphins will be a force to be reckoned with. Finally, let's not forget the tight end position. This could be the year we see our tight ends really make an impact. The addition of Jonnu Smith might be the best offseason move the Dolphins have made. Smith is versatile, he can line up in the slot, come out of the backfield, and even play the Deebo Samuel role we've seen so effectively elsewhere. He's not just a receiver, he's a playmaker who can turn short gains into big plays. And don't sleep on Julian Hill. Yes, he made some mental mistakes last year, but they can be fixed. He's a big target and knows how to use his body to his advantage. With another year of experience, Hill is ready to take a big leap forward, and that's great news for the Dolphins. We finally have the tight end personnel to complement our wide receivers and make this offense even more dangerous. So, Dolphins fans, what do you think? Are you guys as excited about next season as I am? There's so much potential here, and I can't wait to see how it all plays out. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you confident in Tua? What are your expectations for the defense under Weaver? And how do you see our tight ends performing this year? The post-cut period has been busy, with several former Dolphins players finding new homes or making a name for themselves in the league. It's always interesting to see where our guys end up and how they continue their careers. Let's take a look at what's happening. First up, Curtis Bolton. Many of you remember Bolton from camp this summer. He was struggling, but unfortunately, the Dolphins released him on Tuesday. Well, it didn't take him long to bounce back. On Thursday, Bolton signed with the New York Giants and will be on their 53-man active roster. This is a great move for Bolton, who has had a rough start to his career with injuries. Originally signed as an undrafted free agent out of Oklahoma in 2019, Bolton's rookie season was cut short by a torn ACL with the Packers. Now, he's getting another chance with the Giants, and we wish him nothing but the best. Next up, let's talk about defensive tackle Neville Gallimore. Gallimore spent this summer with the Dolphins but was waived during final cuts. However, it didn't take long for him to be signed. The Los Angeles Rams signed Gallimore to their 53-man roster, where he will be part of a rotation trying to fill the huge void left by the retiring Aaron Donald. Gallimore, another Oklahoma product, has the versatility to play both defensive tackle and defensive end. It's a great opportunity for him, and it will be interesting to see how he fits into the Rams' defense. Then there's Eric Saubert, the tight end who had a brief stint with the Dolphins last season. After being waived and spending some time on injured reserve, Saubert was signed by the San Francisco 49ers on Thursday. He's now on the 53-man roster and will serve as the third tight end behind George Kittle and Jake Tonjes. Saubert has been somewhat inconsistent in the league, but being part of the 49ers system, where tight ends play a crucial role, could be a great fit for him. We'll be keeping an eye on how he's used overseas. So, Dolphins fans, what do you think of these changes? Are you surprised to see where these former players are headed? Let us know in the comments below. It's always interesting to follow their journeys and see how they continue to fight for their NFL careers. Before you go, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. We have plenty more coming as we get closer to the regular season, and you won't want to miss it. Go Ravens!